Hey guys, here we are at the Grand Prix of Melbourne, where I'm doing my rookie debut. As you see, De La Rosa outqualified me, and here we start with the Grand Prix. Revving the engine just at the start. We're starting 23rd because Kovalainen got a penalty. The lights are on, they're off, and the race is on. A good start off the line with some wheel spin, but better than Kovalainen and De La Rosa. As you guys see, I decide to go wide instead of going in the inside. I make it through Timo Glock, but he got a better exit. Tries to squeeze him out, but he makes it through. And here comes all the mess and the excitement of the race. There's some debris flying all over the place. I hit Schumacher accidentally. Everyone goes wide. I take advantage, go inside. DRS sees me, I force him wide as I got already through, and here we are in 10th place. An amazing place to be for the HRT, and what an amazing start, making 13 places. We start pulling now, but as you guys know, the other cars are so much faster than me, gaining constantly, and Raikkonen can already start attacking me soon in the next couple of corners, and I'll just try to get away before the DRS is activated. Here we go through the chicane, pretty bad exit. Raikkonen gaining on me with probably using curse, which I don't have because I'm in the HRT. And here we go. I go slightly wide because I didn't hit the apex. That's one of the hardest corners in the race because if you don't hit the apex, you always go wide. Raikkonen on the back of me, but I managed to defend my position. Tries to go in the inside, but I defend it. Get a good exit. Blocking Raikkonen, and he can't do nothing about it. And he's slowly gaining on me, but I managed to outbrake him in the HRT, as obviously he doesn't want to take risks against an HRT, because he knows the HRT doesn't have much to race for. And Rookie Impilia is doing his debut also, so that's pretty important. And for me, this was a really exciting race all throughout. Probably one of the best races I ever did on a Formula 1 game. And I've managed to get away from Raikkonen, but I lose some time in the next few corners, and he'll be immediately on the back of me. And in straight line speed, the HRT was pretty poor, and that was one of the downsides to this Grand Prix, as Melbourne is pretty fast. As you guys see, I leave too much space on the inside. Raikkonen sees it and he goes through, and I can't do anything about it. Here in the chicane, I do a horrible turn, messing up everything, going wide, and Di Resta immediately on my tail. As you guys see, he tries to go, but he doesn't manage as I block the road. Again wide, on the same corner. Really hate that corner. All throughout the race, always got it wrong. And he tries again in this part, but this part is really hard to pass on. And I think behind us there was a little car crash, and someone went wide. Not sure who it was. Di Resta tries to, but as you see, Massa is also gaining on both of us. And DRS is enabled for this lap, so that's something challenging now, and we have to fight to gain a big gap like that. They can't pass us on the DRS zone, as I can't defend myself with curse, because I don't have any, obviously. As you guys see, Massa now passed Di Resta, and his objective is trying to pass me, although I think I defend my position well, although he hits me there. And Massa is obviously clearly faster in that Ferrari. He tries to go on the inside. I cover my line. He can't do anything. Obviously, I'm getting a little traffic behind me from Massa to, I think, Senna and Di Resta. It's like a 3-4 car traffic, so I think I'm defending my position pretty well. And I don't know if this race was exciting because I always had something to do, as people are always gaining on me. Because, like, usually when you're in the dominant car, once you get away, that's it. Well, here I always had something to do because there's always someone trying to pass me, because I had such a slow car with such a good start. So like 6, 7 people needed to pass me, and they were all obviously faster. Massa tries to, but again, this time, again I defend my position well. I brake a bit too much, and I go wide. That's a big downside here. I also lose control and puncture my tire and lose my wing, but I have the replay system, so I'll have one more chance. And here I use it, obviously, because I had such a good race and don't want to waste it all. And I do a safer exit this time, but a safer exit was the wrong option, because obviously they all passed me with DRS. Even DRS, I tried to outbrake DRS, but he closes well on the turn, and I can't do anything. I had a faster exit there, but couldn't make it through because he blocked the road. And now the race is more like loss, loss, loss. And that's where the race starts going downhill, really, where everyone else starts catching up on me. It's probably because the DRS was activated, and that's when they could use it. I'm not really sure if Melbourne had a double DRS zone. If it did, can you guys please tell me, because I really have no clue. So tell me in the comments. Here we sim through the lap, and Bruno Sin at the end of the lap is on me, because his pace was clearly faster. He always tried to get through. I managed to block his road, and here he uses DRS, gets through cleanly, and so does Ricardo. I tried to stick on Ricardo because I know we have similar pace, because he's a Red Bull, so at least maybe if I got lucky I could fight with him for a couple of laps, but he just pulls away. Maybe throughout the season the car will develop, but surely it needs lots of work on. I try to, because I know I'm faster in the first sectors to pass Ricardo, but there's not enough space, so he goes away. He simply just flies away. I just couldn't do anything for the rest of the laps. And there behind me, Kobayashi is catching up, and he'll try to gain up on me till he has DRS at the end of the lap, and that's probably what many people did, because that's the best way to get through. And already he is behind me, and that was something really scary. I lost like a second or two in like each sector. And as you guys see, I was even doing a pretty good lap for an HRT. So Kobayashi trying to pass me in a straight line, because I had a really poor straight line. In the turns it was too tight, but he doesn't manage to. I hit the apex, do the turn well, although a bit slow. There again I hit the apex perfectly, getting a good exit, braking, lock my brakes though, and I attempt to re-go. I lose a bit traction. I re-pull out, flat out, but Kobayashi loses a bit of front wing, colliding into me because he tried to pass where there was no space. And although he still gets away from me, and I couldn't catch up even with that when he had a little bit of front wing damage. The engineers told me it was nothing serious and he can continue with race pace, but I clearly was much slower. My tires were slightly consuming, and I was sometimes locking my brakes into some turns. I go wide in that turn and lose some time. Now Hulkenberg is also getting on my back, and that's something to watch out for the rest of the lap till I get to the stops. Predicted stop was meant to be in the 6th lap, but as you guys see, I'll tardy that stop because I felt the tires had some laps to go in, but as I went through the lap, I saw I was wrong. So I decided to pull till I went to the pit stop, and that's what I did. I wanted to stay in front of Hulkenberg, and that was my objective. I defend my position well, doing a good corner there, cutting the curb, but that's, I think, what you're meant to do with that corner to get the fastest exit. And lose a bit of control there again, but it's an HRT, you don't expect a perfect car. You expect some brakes locking and everything, and some lack of traction, and that's what happened. I go really wide, I spin, hit Hulkenberg, but I have the replay option. I can use it 3 more times in the race, and I used it once here because I didn't want to lose all my good work I did with the HRT so far. And as you guys see, I smoothed out the turn. Although Hulkenberg, I managed to block, but he catches up back up on me and he passes. I try to outbrake him, but he's too in front, and I lose that position. And so there's no one behind me except Schumacher, but he pit stopped, so he did a pit stop. So he'll clearly be in front of me in the pit stop race. So there's no point fighting for Schumacher. So here we are at the end of the lap. Just simmed it through, and I'll go in for my pit stop. As you guys see, in front of me there's Hulkenberg, which got a pretty good lead on me, and behind me there's Charles Pic entering the pits, and he was the real person I really want to be, because he's one of the new teams, so you always want to be the new teams when you're in a neutral team. That's the real objective, really. You don't really care about getting points, just about
remember to stay inside
beating the new teams, because that's where you want to mark yourself. And I clearly was in front of Charles Pic, though he slowly gains on me lap per lap as I was starting to warm my tires and everything. I go down to 20th place of the pit stops, but as others do pit stops, I go back down to 19th. And as you guys see, Charles Pic caught up on me, and he was starting to challenge me on the lap, so I decided to put rich fuel mode, and that's where the race started. It was a real challenge, really, to keep off Charles Pic, because he clearly was faster. He probably had fresher tires, or he did a different option or something. I really don't know, but he started to gain on me, and quick. And as you guys see, I hit the chicane there perfectly, get a good exit, but this isn't really where Charles Pic challenged me. He starts to challenge me in the beginning of the 14th lap. And here we go, and as you guys see, that's where I feel like I lost a lot of time. That turn in the last sector, I always got this corner wrong, and that really annoyed me throughout the race. I think I even go wide on this corner, getting my tires dirty. Yep, and that's where Charles Pic manages to gain a lot. I slide, losing traction, because of my tires were wearing, obviously. And I get a horrible exit. Charles Pic quickly gaining on me. He has DRS, and he gets through. Although there's Alonso who's lapping us now, and I managed to outbrake Charles Pic. I don't know, maybe he didn't have much traction, or was letting Alonso pass. I really don't know, but that's where I gained a lot. I managed to pass him. I think he like stopped completely or something. Or I don't know, because I gained like 2-3 seconds on him. Now Alonso's coming through, the leader of the race. He even had a pole lap here, and I tried to let him through, and I managed successfully. And I also managed to not lose too much time, so I actually managed to gain a lot of time on Charles Pic thanks to the maneuver of Alonso. So probably Alonso's move paid out for us, really. I can't really say it was a pit stop thing, like I thought of it or something. It was coincidence. And now, as soon as Alonso crosses the finish line, it'll be the end of the race, and we'll have to end our lap. So whoever's in front at the end of this lap between me and Charles Pic will be in 19th place. And it was a really exciting last bit of race, because Charles Pic was trying to get past me. I wanted to play it safe, so because it's my first race, I don't want to lose anything. And as you guys see, I go a bit wide there. Get not the best exit, but a good exit enough. I put on rich fuel mix because I want those extra kilometers per hour. He was gaining on me, but thankfully the finish line was there. If it were a couple of meters away, I would have probably ended 20th, and Charles Pic would have beaten me. But it wasn't that. So today I get the best of Charles Pic. As you guys see, De La Rosa is in last place, and then there's a fight between Caterham and Marussia. As you guys see, you guys can also see Karthikeyan on the leaderboards, and in first place there's Alonso, then the McLarens and the Red Bulls, but we're not excited about that today. So guys, I think we're nearly at the end of this video. As you guys see, when I go back to the pits, everyone's really excited about my first race, showing real pace throughout the race. While in qualifying, I kind of lacked it, that hot lap thing. But in the race, I showed real good pace, and that's what really matters. And I guess we're gonna end the video here. Bye, guys.